Okay, so we're going to continue on with our lesson. I have the swatch that we've been working on. In previous lessons we've learned how to knit, purl, and then we've also learned how to create the stockinette stitch, and we've also learned how to decrease by using the knit two together as well as the slip slip knit. So now I'm going to show you how to make increases. There are a couple of different ways to do this. Sometimes it does indicate make one right or make one left, and then there's also another way, and I'll show you that as well. So the first thing we're going to do is show you how to make one right. So we've got our 3 stitches here, and you'll see this ladder. This is what we call a ladder. It's between the rows. You have the rows here, and this is a ladder. This is what we call a ladder in between. So in order to do this, this would be considered make one right. So to make one right, we pick this up with the left hook. We pick the ladder up. I don't know if you can see that, but we pick the ladder up from behind. So we're going to pick it up from behind. And this is a little tricky. You have to kind of make sure there's some extra space there. We're going to knit through this stitch. So in order to do that, we got to go in behind here. It's a little bit tight and pull it through. That's how we increase one. We've increased a stitch. Now there's a stitch in the place where that ladder used to be. So let's do a couple more, just regular knit stitches here. And then we'll do another one, otherwise it's a little bit too tight. Okay, let's do that again. All right, this is the ladder here. You can see it. This is the ladder. It's in between the stitches. So we're gonna go in from behind and pick that up. It looks like this. And we are going to try to knit that. So we got it here. We need to go through this. So sometimes I tug on it just to get some looseness there. And then we have to go through. And like I said, it's kind of tight. This is not one of my favorite ways to do it, but sometimes it's necessary to make them lean a certain direction. We're going to do that one more time. Okay. Here we have the ladder in between. This is the top of that ladder there. So we're going to go in from behind and pick it up. And like I said, I like to kind of pull on this and get a little bit extra. And we're going to go in and knit that just as if it was a regular knit stitch. So it's just a little tighter. And that's how you make one right. Now to make one left, let me get a couple in here. To make one left, you're going to go in, instead of going from the back in the ladder, you're going to go from the front in the ladder and pick that stitch up. And once you pick that stitch up, instead of knitting through the front, you're actually going to knit through the back. So to knit through the back, you're going to stick the needle through here this way and knit from behind, somewhat similar as the slip slip knit. So you got to get a hold of it here and pull it through. And that would be make one left. So let's do that again. Alright, so we have our ladder here. This is the top of the ladder. So we're going to go in from the front and pick that up. And once that's on that needle, we're going to knit it from behind. So instead of knitting it here, we're going to go from right to left in the back and pull this thread through the back. And that would be how you would make one left. Now, my favorite way to make an increase is to do it this way. If it doesn't have to lean one way or the other, then all you have to do is knit 2 in 1 stitch. And I like that one. It tends to be a little faster. I like that one the best. So when you knit, you're going to knit like you're knitting a regular stitch. You're going to go in and grab that thread, but you're not going to pull it off. So don't pull it off. Instead, you're going to go through the back and knit through the back. So you're knitting 1 from the front and 1 from the back. So let's do that again. So you're going to knit a regular stitch, but do not pull it off the left needle. So then you're going to go knit it again through the back. So that you just knitted 1 in the front of the loop and 1 in the back of the loop. So regular knit through the front, do not pull it off, and then go through the back and knit. This one tends to go a little faster. For me, I like it the best. Everybody probably has a preference. But if it doesn't have to lean one direction or the other, then that one is appropriate.